Good morning. I'm here at the Table Rock Visitor Center, waiting until 8 o'clock until it opens so I can get my parking permit for overnight parking. It is currently raining and I think it's going to be a wet couple of days, so I have to figure out how to stay dry. Now I want to make sure you take a look at my brand new shoes because I'm about to destroy them. Here we go. 76.2 miles to go. Hello, I'm here on the Foothills Trail. It's a long journey yesterday. Stayed with an old friend last night. It is sprinkling now and it will likely be sprinkling for the next couple of days. So far we're good. See if we can stay relatively dry. As long as we can do that, I think we'll be okay. So I'm excited to get my first big through hike done. Yay! Still doing all right. It's a really cruisy trail. Not a lot to trip over or slip on, but I'm still being careful. There was another fella checking in when I checked in. He was still in the parking lot when I left, but I'm sure he'll catch me at some point. He's young and has long legs. Down some stairs. .6 down. Yippee! This area here was burnt in January. There was a sign back there saying it was closed back in January. Hey there, it finally stopped raining a bit. It got poured on for about 20 minutes. That was a little bit not fun, but thankfully it only lasted 20 minutes. I can stop now and fill up my water and have a snack and kind of regroup and see where we're at. As long as it doesn't do that downpour stuff multiple times a day, I think we'll be all right. Maybe the sun will even come out. So, look at my nice new shoes. Look what I did to them already in just a couple of hours. Oh, also, I just met a nice lady from Alabama, probably about my age. She's trying to do it in 5 days, so I'll run into her a little bit until she probably gets away from me. There's also 2 other fellas out here and another guy that's solo. We all, 5 of us, I guess, started today. So I'm not alone. There's plenty of us out here looking out for each other. Here's my campsite. I'm at the sandy beach. I wasn't sure how that was going to work with this tent, but I think I got it pretty secure with the rocks. Got some laundry going, trying to keep things out of the sand. Gonna wait till the last minute to get in the tent to try to keep the sand outside. So here we are, night 1. So, little recap of the day. Started walking in the drizzle rain. Wasn't getting super wet. It poured pretty hard for about 20 to 30 minutes around, I want to say 12:30, 1 o'clock. The hiking here is really nice so far, really easy. All the ups are very gradual. All the downs are really nice. Not a whole lot to slip and trip on, although I'm still being very careful. Forgot my spoon. I found something that's gonna have to work, and maybe I can find somebody at just a couple road crossings. Maybe there's a day hiker or something that's got a plastic spoon in their car. I don't know, but we're here at Sandy Beach. But the weather looks decent for tomorrow. I checked it on the Garmin. Less of a chance of rain. Tuesday's looking bad right now, but I think things change a lot around here, so we'll check the weather again tomorrow and see if it's still looking bad and adjust accordingly. So that's the update. And there's a bee trying to get in, but he can buzz off. All right, it's about 6 o'clock. It's sprinkling a little bit, but I think it's supposed to stop for a couple hours today. So finally starting to get light. Gonna finish packing up and hit the road. I'm seeing this everywhere, just piles of the mountain laurel that got knocked off the tree from the rain. But there's still some up there. It's pretty. Great fish. Done 13.6 miles so far. Drinking muddy water, sleeping in a hollow log. Uh-oh. Where are you going? Too fast. Uh-oh. Where's she going? There she goes. Zoom! Oh my, rapids. What are you gonna do? Ah. Just took that little 0.2 side trail to King Creek Falls. That was a really good choice. That was one of the best waterfalls I've ever seen on a trail. Huge. I don't know if we're gonna be able to get clean on this trip. It's just damp. I hope I mentioned, but I forgot my spoon. So last night by the river, I found this little container washed up. So I cleaned it and I used that to eat my dinner. The only problem is this doesn't help for stirring. But I ate dinner and breakfast with this, and then I crossed a trailhead about 2 miles back and about 5 cars pulled in, and one of them had a plastic spoon in their car. So the trail provides amazing views. "20 miles down, 55.9 to go." Ran into a couple blowdowns here. 2 little obstacles. That must be new. Everything else has been pretty cleared. Tricky. The sun came out. Yay. Maybe I'll be dry at some point. That'd be nice. Salamander. Okay, I made a campsite. I was coming up here to a dry campsite. I've got 8 liters of water, but I found a little spring, and this spot here is relatively flat, and I'm cleaning it off, and this is where we will sleep. I got a spoon. I can stir my dinner. Yay. Here we are, still camping, because I got scared that someone was going to be at the site that I was going to go to, and I saw a relatively flat spot, and I just wanted to stop. I think I made the right choice. There's pros and cons to stealth camping. One con is that the site's not dusted off for you, and it may not be level, but I'm not super picky about that. Pros, bears don't recognize this as a place where food might be. Maybe they won't bother me. I was nervous because the site further up, about 3 miles away, is the one where people have been reporting recently that bears have been coming into camp at night. So I just didn't want to camp near that or at that. We'll go right past it tomorrow morning. So anyways, here we are. Oh, I'm so dirty. Another pro, we got laundry here. Welcome to another episode of Blanket Chat. Again, it's still light out. And I was just worried that the campsite I was shooting for was already occupied. And then the next one would be another 2 miles, and the next one would be another 2 miles. And what do I do? So I saw a flat spot and I said, screw it, we'll set up camp. So that's what we did. Am I comfy? Yes. Am I drier than yesterday? Yes. Things are drying out. It'd be nice if it didn't rain overnight so my tent wouldn't be wet in the morning, but we shall see. Okay, here's where we slept last night. All packed up. It was raining all night. It's just now stopping. It's, what time is it? Almost 7. I'm deciding to bail today. Yeah, the weather's forecast isn't great and I'm wet and I'm entering a point where I can't get picked up if I want to get picked up. So I'm going to get to where my food is dropped and I'm going to call Taz and see if he can pick me up. I mean, I know he can pick me up. It's just a matter of when. Wow, I look awesome. So it's okay. I didn't know how I'd do in this wet, so we tried it, and I don't have any regrets. So we're gonna walk 4.5 miles and call it a day. All right, see you later. Just some thoughts while we're walking here about why I'm not being successful here. Part of it's fitness, not really a large part of it. Most of it's wetness and not packing the right things. I didn't know if I was cut out for 7 days, and maybe I'm not, but I'm gonna keep trying. I suppose trying and failing is better than not trying at all. In addition to the wetness, I'm about to go down here and pick up my food cache for the next would-be 5 days, which would add another 4.5 pounds to my back. And I need to do at least 12 or 13 miles for the next 3 days if I'm gonna get out in 5. And again, if I need a bailout, I'd have to go at least another 3 days, probably. So I could probably make it one more day if there was a bailout tomorrow, but there's not. So that's why we're doing this. Also, I just passed one of the campsites that was supposed to be up here. It was barely a campsite. I should have videoed it because I didn't think that was what it was. There should be another one here somewhere, but where I stayed was just as good as that, so not missing anything. Campsites are really hard to find around here. Probably could have camped in there too. There's a couple of spots. It just gets so nerve-wracking at the end of the day. Like, where are you gonna put your tent? And I just find a flat spot and put it down. I don't know how many times I've crossed into North Carolina, but I'm definitely crossing in right now. Looks like this could be a campsite. Here's a nice big one. No one's here. So even though it's not actively raining right now, I don't think, you can still hear that it's raining because it rained all night. So it rains longer in the forest. So I'll probably be dripping all day. Got a pretty severe blowdown situation here. This must be fairly recent. This trail's been pretty well maintained and free of obstacles. So, got to do some over-unders. Here's that campsite I was trying to avoid because of the recent bear sightings. Don't know if anyone's down there. Not gonna look. Just a couple more miles to the car. Well, I'm back at the car safe. I had an awesome ride with Karen from Cherokee Hills Neighborhood Hostel. She was such a lovely person and an angel for picking me up. There's a shower at this campground, so I think I might take a quick shower before I figure out what I'm gonna do next. And I'm gonna cook some mac and cheese out of the trunk of my car. So, not a bad day. Hi, I'm back in the car and driving home. I think it was a good decision to get off trail. Another hiker I ran into said she heard a bunch of blowdowns and saw two herself. But as you can see now, it is pouring rain outside. So I don't regret it. It's a bummer, but I'll be back and I'll finish the last 50 miles maybe later this summer or next spring. So happy hiking, everyone.